Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people of the sea, and people of Gulf of America. There is not just two sides to a story. I always look at all ways of everything, anything, everything. Just, guys, it kind of bugs me. It literally bugs me when I hear people say there's two sides to a story. Oh, that bugs me, guys. Because I'm all like, not really, guys. Because it all depends on who's involved. I'm not saying, oh, there isn't two sides of the story. But yes, it all depends on who's involved or what happened. I personally myself, hold on. There's people outside that they're getting me annoyed over here. What the heck is going on? But yeah, so whenever I think of someone telling a story and they say, oh, this happened and that happened and this happened, and they're like, who knows? But there's multiple sides of the story. You got sometimes you even got witnesses, guys. You can't forget about those people. You can't forget about the witnesses. You can't forget about the family members probably that overheard you. You know, some people overhear you. Some people talk out loud and they cause attention, and therefore, oh, well, I heard something different. And some people don't even remember what they said, which is very crazy to believe, but it's only people that have like, lash out. They start lashing out. Let's say if somebody lashes out at you and they don't remember what they lashed out about. They just know that they said something, and then there you go with that two sides of the story. It's all like one person could make something up, the other person could tell the truth, and it's like there's multiple sides of the story because if you have others involved, such as something happened and you want to know information like some crime or something like that, you're going to have multiple sides of the story. You're not just going to have two sides, you're going to have multiple. And it's all like, whenever you comes down to that point, that's where you got to figure out who's lying, who's not lying, especially in crime. It happens a lot in crimes because some people do not want to tell the truth, or they just either that or they're like very high top notch and say, oh, I'm not telling you anything without a lawyer or an attorney or anything like that. Some people are like that. Some people give away whatever there is because they're honest, they're telling the truth. Some people are manipulative liars and they just keep lying back to back to back to back, and they say, oh, I was this way, oh, and I wore this, and they start just lying. And then some people are like, I'm not saying anything. And and then when it's that person that I'm not saying anything, yes, it does make it harder. However, it's all like, if you didn't have anything involved, or you didn't have, let's just say, you didn't commit the crime or anything like that, and you start lawyering up, then everybody knows that you're sketch. Like, and there's people out there that do that because they're sketch. They don't want to admit it, so therefore they'll go hire some attorneys, some lawyers, so that way they can have a backup because they're not going to admit anything. A lot of people don't want to admit a lot of stuff. So I look everything at all ways, guys. I literally look at things all ways. If it's a relationship and there's stuff behind closed doors in relationships, you can only see a little bit of some people's relationship, guys. Some people really could have a very toxic relationship and you don't see that. You don't see that. And you're like, well, yeah, he always told me to do this, do that, and or she was always trying to cheat on me, or blah blah blah. And she's all like, he wanted to cheat first, or whatever. And it's just it kind of goes back and forth. But when you see the other side, when people's sides of the story on why they did it, I'm not saying cheating should be a thing, but get down to the point why they did it. You want to know why. What was the purpose of them cheating? What was the purpose of them going out? Like maybe you're not relaxed enough. Some relationships are not relaxed enough to where it's like a male can't go with a female just for go out to eat, or a female can't go with a male to out to eat because they'll be considered like cheating or whatnot, or you don't know what their intentions are. People all the time lie about everything. They can lie about their whole life. It is crazy to believe. They can lie about anyway. So I always try looking all ways. No matter if most of the crimes, I look at all ways. Most of the relationships, like if they had a bad relationship, I look at it both ways. Like I'll look at it all way around. Like, what was he thinking? What was she thinking? Be on either one side is not a thing, because I'm not gonna be like, oh well, Shelly's one of my besties, and I'm gonna stick up for Shelly. But why did Shelly break up with Ken? And what happened with Ken? It's like I want to know that side of the story, because there's multiple sides of the story and why people break up and etc. Like just be a little bit open-minded, think a little bit more. I feel like people need to hear, because there's not just two sides of the story, there's multiple sides. I myself, I find that very crazy when people say that, because I'm like, no, because you can have witnesses all day long. You can have cameras. Actually, there's camera side of the story that's literally not going to tell any lies. I guarantee you, unless somebody goes up there and knocks down the camera and doesn't take out the SD card and deletes the whole entire footage, like it's all there. It's all there. Like, especially when there's a camera involved. If somebody's recording, those are the person's words, word for word. The camera is not going to all of a sudden generate words out of your mouth. I mean, we are going into that AI technology, but still, you got multiple sides of the story, plus somebody videotaped it, and now you'll be caught in a lie. Like people with crime, again, crime is a one big one for me. Because people will be caught in the crime, like, oh, that wasn't me. Oh yeah, that wasn't you. You never had these type of shoes. You never, like, the camera saw you come and walk over here. The camera saw you this. Uh, and that's one thing about me, guys. I love cameras. I love cameras, and I like them. I like some of them to be hidden, and some of them out there. So people will be like, oh, there's a camera over there, it's watching. But yet they don't know that there's another camera watching, but they can't see it. And that's one thing that I feel comfortable with myself, is like having the proof just in case anything happens. Because I live by myself too, and there's gonna be no sides to the story if somebody comes in here or does something. But at least all my cameras, unless the power doesn't go out or whatever, all my cameras are working and operating. They're gonna see everything. They're gonna hear everything word for word. They're literally gonna see everything. But like I said, it's multiple sides. I look at all ways, no matter what. I don't care if you're telling me the truth about Ken and everything. I'm gonna want to know Ken's perspective, and if that person let's say Vicky and Ken broke up. Okay, now Vicky is going to tell me a whole bunch of things that has happened behind closed doors, and I want to know from Ken too. I want to know from Ken. was this happening or wasn't happening, or is she lying to make you a bad person? Like there's so much to it. Like I don't know. And people will probably come on this video and be like, okay, what's the point? The point is there's multiple sides, multiple ways, not just two perspectives. There's multiple perspectives. Always look at everything, all the perspectives, all the aspects, all the scenarios. Like that's the only way you're gonna figure things out. To me. To me. Because hold on, what the heck is this? Oh, okay, it went away. Oh no. Yeah, that's the only way that I'm gonna. I just wanted to kind of rant a little bit about that. It's just, I don't know. It's like, for instance, guys, if you have a, well, I don't even know how to this. It kind of sounds wrong. But if you have a best friend and you try, or your kid, most likely it's the mother and the kid. If the teenager is doing teenager things, getting in trouble all the time, a lot of the times the parents, usually the mom, would stick up for their teenager and be like, "No, he's a good kid. He's a good kid." But what they don't know is that she's just covering it up. The parents are just covering up, saying, "Oh, he's a good kid. He would never do that. He's very good in school. He makes good A's." And meanwhile, the kid is over here doing bad things, but she's sticking up for them because that's what parents are supposed to do, is stick up for them. And then whenever that happens, it's like, okay, well, there's multiple sides of the story, because basically she knows that he's doing wrong, the teenager's doing wrong, but she still doesn't want to admit it, so she's just covering it up. So that's one thing that it's annoying, especially if it's like your friend or whatever, and you're doing mischievous stuff behind your I don't know, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever. You're doing mischievous stuff and you're just trying to cover it up. Like I've seen many relationships that are like, hey, I'm just gonna say I'm at your house, but I'm not at your house. I'm at this other person's house, and it's all like, okay, like because they can't confront the person that they're with to tell them that they're with this person. It kind of gets complicated, and sometimes I get lost in the sauce, and I'm like, yeah, just tell the person that you don't love them no more, and you want to call quits. Like, I don't know. And that's one thing too, guys, about relationships too. They could be toxic because there's no way, a lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of women can't do these things where they can just, okay, I'll break up and it be okay. Like there's someone out of the breakup is going to go balls to the walls, to be honest. Either her or him. Like, what did I do? What did I do? Like, who are you seeing? Why you lost feelings in me? Like, no matter what, no matter what. So you can't just say, "Hey, I like someone else. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you," and they're like, "What?" Like all these years, maybe you've been together for like 7 years or so, or 10 years or so, and it happens all the time. Like there's multiple sides to people's stories on why they break up or who they broke up with, and a lot, a lot. A crime, again, crime is a big one for me. It's just multiple sides to crime, multiple sides to relationships, also family too. There's multiple sides of family perspectives. I myself am a person that has good worth ethics. My worth ethics are really good, but people don't know me down in the South, like literally, because everybody's all like, "Oh, you're nice. I would be friends with you," until like, my friends don't even come around. I don't even know the definition of a friend. Like, and then they're like, "How do you not have friends? You're so outgoing." It's like there's multiple sides to myself. My work ethics is nothing to do with everything at home, plus friendships and how to gain friends and stuff like that. Like it is pretty complicated. But life is complicated in general. Like nobody's telling anybody that life is easy. But yeah, so I just come up here and just talk about randomness as well. So yeah, I don't know. Keep that in mind, guys. I don't know if this video makes any sense to people. People will just be like passing by. But there is not just two sides to a story. There's actually multiple sides of the story. You just gotta look for it. You gotta dive deeper and you'll know. I always up everything and anything. Literally. Look always, just that's the way it goes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And let me know in the comment section down below. Do you look always too, or you just look at two sides, which there's no two sides? And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.